Disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Do not attempt this at home. Vitiated how-to will not be responsible because you decided to be a cheap ass and not hire a professional.
On with the show.
First thing I'm going to do is locate the fuel pump fuse. On a bunch of the other ones, the newer ones, it's in a fuse box that's either like right here or over there, over in there somewhere, with a fuel pump fuse in it. But because this is a 94, and I think 94 and under, it's right there on the firewall. If you walk up to it, fuel pump fuse, junction box, fuel pump relay, optional relay, and ground. So what you're going to do is unscrew these little things. They should be able to unscrew by hand. They're plastic. So you don't want to use a socket or anything that you could damage them with. Set it where you can get to it again. Next to the other side. I'm doing this before I do anything. So this is just my way to do things. If you guys watch my other videos, I have a unique way of doing things. It's those two, so what you do is you pull this off. I thought there was one more somewhere. There's another one right there. You may need to get to it, you may not. I don't really care, so this is what I'm doing. Ouch. That's the fuse. As you can see, there's the fuse. Down and disconnect the fuse like so. Next thing, I have to reconnect my batteries because I had to disconnect because it's been set a while. Next thing I'm doing, I'm going to drain the fuel out of the fuel line. Put the key in the ignition, like so. Yep, there is no fuel in there now. All right, now on with the show. For me, I'm putting the fuse back just so I don't lose the damn thing. Because I'm sure somebody's going to come around, start messing around. Because this is at my wife's uncle's house. I'm trying to fix it. So, put that back. You don't necessarily have to do all this. I'm just doing it so I don't lose my items. Alright, next thing, disconnect the battery. They say all you gotta do is disconnect the negative. I have learned the hard way. I've been shocked. Too many times. Alright, next thing I'm doing, I'll take an air filter off. and get it out of the way so I have access to it. the TBI setup. Throw that in the yard. I'll get it later. Lift this up, disconnect that, throw that in the yard. I'll get it later. Now here comes the fun part. A bunch of these damn videos I've seen that have you pull all these vacuum hoses out, but they don't tell you what they are. Okay, now that I got the hoses off, I'm gonna pause for a minute and I'm gonna show you that just this part of the injector system, the TBI, can be pulled off. There's 3 bolts. You got that one there, that one there, and this one here. I took them off with a T25, but I wanted you to see the location of them. Keep track of these bolts because you're going to be screwed if you ain't got them. Next, I'm going to take the connectors off the injectors. Pull this out like so. For right now, they can stay where they're going. Next thing is to pull the line off, the fuel line that's in the back there. There's one there, and there's that one there. I believe it's a 5/8 and a 3/4. 5/8. Yep, it's a 5/8 and a 3/4. Should break freely, fairly easily. They may be fuel in the line, may not be. Just depends on how you did the steps to drain it. Usually right now I got a bunch of little choice words, but because YouTube and their little crybabiness, I'm being monetized now, so there ain't a few choice words. But doing this, there's gonna be a few choice words, so I'm gonna try to refrain from it, but I can't promise anything, because if you watch my other videos, I'm a sailor. Okay, I'm gonna start on the next one, but it's gonna take me a lot longer than normal people, so I'm gonna show you how to do it real quick, how to break it free. See, I'm going to the right. All right, I'm gonna stop the video so I can do it. All right, now next thing, I got the hose out of the way, is to pull these nipples off. We used to call them nipples. I don't know what they're called nowadays. Again, do not lose this, any of this, because you will be going to the junkyard. To find new ones, and they may not be in as good a shape as what you got. Come on. And that's how you remove the throttle body and fuel regulator housing by itself.